Is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation really luminous? And how does it work on skin that's over 50 and more on the dry side? Hi, I'm GloryB and this is GloryB-TV, a lifestyle channel for mature women who want to look fabulous, feel amazing, and age gracefully. Well, I'm always on the lookout for a good foundation because for years I just use one kind. So I was interested in trying the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. Of course, they're reminding me right here what it is. There we go. And they call it Luminous Foundation. I decided to go with a color that's a little darker than my face skin tone because it is still warm out and I still have a tan. And yeah, so let's see how it goes in the next clip. I'm going to apply it so you'll see it close up and then we'll do a wear test later in the day. I'm going to start by putting some under eye corrector, my Pixie by Petra corrector, under my eyes just so I cover my tear trough and that dark color. I'll do that real quick. Normally I would use that corrector on other dark spots in my face, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to use the foundation. So it says Anastasia on this side. It says foundation on this side, just in case I'm confused about what it is. It comes in a pump. I have the number 230N. Now, I went into the store ahead of time and tested several colors before I ordered it online. And this one was more of my summer color. It's darker than I would normally choose, but sometimes in the summer when I'm doing a video and I use my a regular foundation color, some people will say it just looks too light on me. Could be the studio lights, I don't know. But even looking at my monitor right now, because I wear so much sunscreen on my face, I put some on my neck, but my neck looks like a different color right now. So we'll see on the YouTube screens once this is uploaded if that looks the same. But I'm just gonna start with a pump of it. And I like to apply it directly on my face. And you see it really does have a different color than my face, but it might end up matching my neck pretty well. And because I have those tear troughs that I just covered, I like to get this color or foundation patted in there before I go in with a brush and even around my nose. So it is pretty much a full coverage or somewhere between medium and full. I like to get it close to my eyebrows too before I go in with the brush. And now I'm going to take a flat-headed brush. This is actually an e.l.f. brush and buff it in. I'll go lightly under my eyes. Now, because my eyesight isn't very great, I'm going to use a 10 times mirror, 10x mirror, and take a look. Now you notice I didn't use any primer. I want to see if later in the day this sticks to any dry spots, but I really don't have dry spots right now. I'm not experimenting with any new skincare, and my skincare has taken care of a lot of what would be dryness in here, or sometimes if I'm using a certain skincare product where I usually don't have dryness here, all of a sudden it puts dryness on these sides. So, but we'll check that later in the day. And sometimes if it's not going into the pores well, I can just keep tapping it with this brush. The thing I like about this brush is that it really, I'm getting a hair, it really doesn't pick up product. Because, I want the product that I put on my face to stay on my face, because otherwise, with applicators that pick up a lot of product, I have to keep putting on more foundation using more of it per application. So I'm going to put on the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. So here's the finished look in the close-up shot with all of my makeup on. Now, I'm not sure how luminous this is. Now, I didn't use the powder highlighter that I would usually use here because I wanted to see how luminous this Luminous foundation is. But I did use my Emlyn Under Eye Cover Cream, which I use as a highlighter right here. So if you're seeing any brightness here, that's what that is. Now, I thought about what are the other foundations I have that I would consider luminous, and there are two. So if you're interested in a luminous foundation for skin over 50, these are the two I recommend for sure, and we'll see how ABH lasts later in the day. But one in the higher end price I would recommend is the Pure, this is Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie. I really like this. This is definitely a little bit luminous. And then in the drugstore brand, the L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation, I think, has that little bit of a luminous glow. So in the next clip, we're going to see how this looks in daylight. Outside it's kind of cloudy out today, but I'll probably use my iPhone 11 and we'll see how it looks in daylight later on. All right, it is 4:30 and it's cold out. I'm still wearing short sleeves, but here is my skin at this time of day. If you can see my forehead and the rest of my skin here. And now we'll go inside and I'll take a look at it with a 10x mirror. So now just a few minutes later, I'm back in my studio. I have my 10x mirror. And now I have to say I am seeing that it is luminous. So yeah. And if you don't like, if to you luminous becomes shiny, you can always use a little powder. The good thing is I'm not seeing cakiness in the places where you would expect to see cakiness. So anywhere where I have lines, so I have two on my forehead, I got a little one here, and you know, I have lines around my eyes, but it's not looking cakey. So that's good. Or around pores, around here. So I'd say on me, it's looking pretty good. Now, a lot of that I think has to do with my whole skincare regimen and my diet contributing to not having dry patches any longer on my skin. And like I said earlier, I'm not testing any skincare products right now, which sometimes when I'm testing some that are super exfoliants, I can get dry patches and no foundation can get past that. So I'm not doing that now. So I already have a good skin thing going on. So I like it. And I think the color matches my summer tan on the rest of me pretty well. So make sure that you open up the description box below the video. All products are linked there. Every product I talked about and every other product that I'm wearing today is linked there as well. So if you ever think, okay, what eyeshadow is she wearing or what lip color, check the description box because everything's down there, including links to other videos and other playlists. And you can always check out one of my other videos by tapping its image on the right side of your screen at the end of my video. And I'll see you over there.